God.
Those savages are threatening our whole operation.
See, I'm something of a
big fucking heart hero. Little fight meal. I like that.
You in my house, motherfucker!
You've called out the thunder. Now, get ready for the boom!
What's up, savages? Emiddle back in the house.
Back, finally. Where the fuck you been?
Been on vacation, man. Been up in northern Michigan.
Yeah. Nice. Did you have fun?
Oh, yeah. I did, man. I did some relaxing. We stayed at the wife's cousin's lake house for a while.
That was amazing.
Oh, it was pretty sweet. No cell phone service. No distractions.
Just tranquility, huh?
Just peace and quiet.
Fantastic. It's not going to be peace and fucking quiet here.
No, there's no peace and quiet, dude. It's been terrible thunderstorms since the day I got home.
Hell yeah. It's been just raining every single fucking day. Every single day.
Yeah. Did you? So, dude, did you get up early enough to watch this Singapore card?
Man, I was working, but I watched the replay when I got back to the house.
Yeah, man. Who's wanting to watch a fight card? What time did this shit come on? 4:30 a.m.
It came on at 4:30 in the morning Eastern. So yeah, pretty rough.
Pretty rough.
But 8 a.m. They only had a 4-fight main card too.
4-fight main card. Yeah, I watched it on the replay. I thought it was a pretty decent card actually.
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all
for a little 4-fight card.
No.
I guess it kicked off with the Leech, John Leong versus Daichi Abe.
Mr. Abe versus the Leech. Yep, that's exactly what it was.
If I've ever seen Daichi Abe, I don't remember him.
I was thinking the same thing. I don't remember him at all.
I mean, he said he had several fights in UFC, but he's probably been on like the Fight Pass early prelims.
Like Topeka, Kansas. Like Lincoln, Nebraska, shit like that. Yeah,
probably so. But dude, the Leech looked pretty legit.
Yeah, he did. They were throwing fucking cannons on each other.
Well, we've seen him. We've definitely seen the Leech before.
Oh yeah, no, we've seen the Leech. We've seen him for sure.
What did he lose his last fight? Jake Matthews, maybe.
I think so. Yeah, I think he lost to Jake, who was also. I think he was on the undercard, wasn't he?
Yeah, probably so. But dude, oh yeah, he was on this undercard. But dude, his chin is legit because that last round there, Daichi Abe landed a couple bombs on him, and it didn't even phase, dude.
No, Abe was throwing absolute missiles on him, and he did not even budge. Pretty impressive. Yeah, impressive to kick his off.
I was shocked, man, because the way they talked about Abe is that he was heavy-handed, and he was rocking John Lang, and he wasn't even phasing him.
Oh, yeah, for a little dude, he had some power behind him.
That was a good fight, but, man, you want to talk about a scrap. What about Rose Clark and Jessica man?
Yeah, man, that was a hell of a fight.
Those girls threw down.
I thought they would. It was a very close fight. I thought they would. I thought they'd throw down.
You know what I'm going to talk about here, though, right?
What are you talking about?
Dude, it wasn't even the fight. It was that post-fight interview that was the main draw.
Dude, I didn't even see that. What happened?
Oh, you kidding me?
I skipped straight through it. Yeah, I skipped straight through it.
So after the fight ends, Jessica walks over to Sean Shelby, and I guess Dana White was sitting there too, and said, "Don't you ever fucking doubt me." She dropped like 12 F-bombs in the post-fight interview.
Wow.
Apparently, that was the first fight.
Out like a tweet or something?
What? No.
I mean, who upset who here? Like, what happened?
She was kind of dropping. She was dropping a bunch of, saying she's been fighting in the wrong weight class because she's 2-0 in this class since it opened up.
Right.
That she was fighting above her class, and everybody doubted her. That she's coming for the fucking belt. She's coming here. She's going to join Stipe. Because she trains with Stipe.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, she does.
And that was the first fight of her career without her corner man, because he stayed back to train Stipe for that big fight.
She did a damn good job.
But she looked good, man.
So did Rose Clark. It was a good fight.
Rose Clark's no joke.
No, neither one of these girls. They're both studs.
Oh, I remember now. Jessica, I was saying she's been, other fighters are getting opportunities that she's not getting. And high-profile fights like Rose Clark got that Paige Van Zandt fight, and that's a fight Jessica I's been wanting for a while.
Well, I'm sure Jessica I will get what she wants now.
Yeah, she said she was coming up the top 10, that she was going to come take over. Props to her, man. We'll see.
Yeah, hell yeah. We'll see what I'm not going to doubt her.
I'm pretty sure that's the Shevchenko weight class, though, so.
Yeah. Good luck. Good luck.
Good luck on that. What about our boys OSP versus Tyson Pedro?
It hurt me to watch that one. I'm not going to lie. It hurt me to watch it.
Yeah, we'll break this one down a little deeper. I got a lot of things to say about this
Damn
fight.
Good fight, though. My God.
It was. It was a short fight, too.
It was very short, but, man, it was sweet. I mean, there was just so much that happened in that compact amount of time. It was amazing.
I think the blueprint's out on OSP.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I think he was ranked 7. This probably puts him back at 6, 5 in there.
Yeah, he's got to be back in the top 5. Did you hear his post game too? That was some savage shit he was on.
What did he say?
We'll get to it when we after we cover the fight. I'll go back on it. It was pretty fucking awesome.
I watched it, but I don't remember what he said.
He doesn't usually talk a lot, so like what he said wasn't like huge for like a normal guy, but for him it's pretty big.
Yeah, he doesn't talk a lot, man. I worry about him going forward though, because even though he got the win here, the blueprint's out on how you beat him. He comes out so slow, you just rock him, but you have to finish him. That's the key.
That's what who fought him last time when we were shell shocked?
Latifi, and it was the exact same thing that happened. Latifi rocked him, dropped him. But
he did recover.
But Latifi got the guillotine. Tyson Pedro went for the guillotine and couldn't finish it.
Couldn't finish it off. Nope.
So he went for the exact same game plan that Latifi came out with.
God, those damn head kicks that Tyson fucking Pedro was landing on OSP. He landed 2 monster leg kicks.
Yeah, that first was that question mark kick, and then he hit him with a straight up,
He
kick.
sure did.
Yeah, Tyson Pedro's legit. OSP.
Yeah, I don't knock him down too far after this.
Yeah, what's crazy is Tyson Pedro's always looked so big in the octagon. This is the first time we've seen him step in and look like a normal-sized guy because OSP is so fucking big.
OSP's massive.
But it goes to show you, man, if OSP gets in a dominant position, you're done.
Well, yeah, if OSP gets any kind of submission on you, it's a wrap. I mean, you can't let him get you on the ground.
He's too strong, man.
He's too strong. Like, he can choke you out. And God, the damn armbar was like a straight armbar. He damn near broke fucking Tyson Pedro's armbar. He was about to snap that shit off.
Instant tap.
Holy shit. Well, I mean, did you see how bad he hyperextended it when he was starting to pull it?
It bent backwards. Like, I think whoever was announcing said it looked like a banana. It wasn't far from it.
Yeah. He would have, if he wouldn't have tapped, he would have snapped that shit completely. And then Pedro would have been out for a long fucking time. Pedro knew that if he didn't tap, that he was going to be injured for a long time. So that's why he had to do it.
The good thing for Pedro is, though, he looked really dominant up until he got in a bad position. OSP had I think he tripped him, had a nice trip takedown and got that position. But up until then, Pedro was in complete control.
Pedro looked like he was going to win the fight early on. When he rocked OSP, I thought it might have been all she wrote. But then
and how many guys can execute a trip like that on a guy as big as Tyson Pedro? So
not a lot. OSP's got some major technical skills.
He's just so well rounded. I don't see this setting back Pedro at all. I think he probably comes back and gets not a stud, but gets an opponent that we know.
Right.
And he probably wins.
Now is Pedro in the top 10?
I think he was at 9, 10, 11. He's around that area.
So he might have gotten dropped out of the top 10 rankings. I haven't looked at the rankings yet, but he might have dropped out of the top 10.
It's possible, but he'll be right back in there.
But yeah, he's not going anywhere anytime soon. I mean, what is he, like 25?
Oh yeah, he's young, dude. That was his.
He's super young.
Was that his first loss or his second?
I believe it was. I think it was his first, but I'm not 100%.
I can't think of a time I've seen him lose, but he may have one.
He might have lost like his first fight ever. You know, like I'm not really sure.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah. So after the fight, OSP was like, don't get me, and pretty much what you said, don't get me in like a dominant position because it's over. Like he was just like, it's a wrap. Nobody can. And he said, I'm the most active fighter on the roster. And he said, anyone, anytime, bring him. I'll line him up. Yeah, I mean he was on some savage shit on Saturday.
Yeah,
I like it.
I remember he said
he said him.
Yeah, he said something about I don't know, even the heavyweights.
Yeah, he doesn't run
even the heavyweights.
He's not a shit. Yeah, like I like the fact that he's a class act though. Like he doesn't shit talk his opponents. He was like really like him and Tyson Pedro had nothing but love for each other after the fight. But like he totally just said, hey, look, anyone you want to bring at me, come with it.
Yeah, I know we've talked about OSP before. One of the problems we've had with him though is that he never tries to call out any of the top guys, and he deserves it. He deserves it, but he's not that guy. He's just not going to be the one who's going to be like, hey, yo, I want this motherfucker right here. Like, it's just never going to happen. You know, I noticed something else, too. Remember, he fought on that, like a Japan card last. He fought in Singapore. He's fought in Brazil. He fought on a lot of weird it's like every cards. Time there's some strange place, they're like, nobody wants to fight here. Let's call OSP and he's down. I think that's 100% true. It's very odd that he ends up on these weird cards. I've got a fight lined up for OSP, and I think you're going to like this. Yeah, let's hear it. So we got a big name guy, who is moving up to the light heavyweight division. Oh yeah, and they have similar skill sets, and it could be an electric fight. How about Luke Rockhold versus OSP? Yeah, let's get it. I would love to see that. Because you can't give Luke Rockhold the number 1, number 2 guy in the division. Hell no. OSP, no. I feel like OSP is the entry gate into the elite level. Agreed. I think that's a perfect fight, man, because stylistically, what a fight that could end up being. Yeah, I just want to know if Rockhold could actually, hold a fucking candle to OSP, because lately what we've been seeing from Rockhold has been an absolute disaster and garbage. It's been questionable at best. At best. Yeah, you're being nice. Because, he used to be, I thought he was like the upper echelon, and he sure as hell hasn't been showing it lately. Well, I will say this. He was probably winning that Yoel Romero fight until Yoel knocked his block off. Yeah, Yoel Romero slept his ass like NyQuil. Yeah, Luke Rockhold was probably winning that fight. He might have been, but Yoel took it away pretty fast. Yeah, he ended his life. Yeah, I don't know if Rockhold might not ever be the same after that one. So let's move on and talk about that main event with Cowboy Cerrone. Yeah, I got a lot on this one. So, okay. Did you listen to the podcast last week? Yeah, I checked. Cerrone was pissed off, and I think that Leon Edwards got inside his head, and he really fucked with him and fucked him up on that. He just fucked him up. So I think that we didn't see Cerrone at his best, because Cerrone fights better when he's relaxed. I don't know if you've ever noticed that, but he does. Like that always gets his ass beat. Yeah, pissed off Cerrone seems to be the dude that always gets his ass beat. Like when he gets emotional, that's when he has his biggest problem. Yeah, I can agree to that. You could see it in his eyes before the fight. He just looked pissed. No, he was. Oh yeah, you could definitely see he was just irate. So what happened there? What caused that animosity from Cowboy towards Leon Edwards? Because I didn't see any of the... I read some articles. I touched on it last week on our podcast. So, he ran his mouth off to Cerrone, the entire time they were doing different, hype shows, different little venues they were going to. All he did was shit talk Cerrone the whole time. He was basically just saying he's a bitch, he's garbage, I'm going to destroy you, just super disrespectful shit. Cerrone just took it all in stride. But then, Cerrone, as the week went on, seemed to get more pissed, and then started going to the media
you're going to get fucking pissed off Cerrone. Like, why'd you do that, Donald? Like, just stay calm and then beat the fuck out of him and then run your mouth after the damn fight's over.
You know, especially at this point, I think we're in an interesting place where you have guys trying to do the Conor McGregor thing because honestly, it's worked out for guys. Take a look at guys like Colby Covington and Darren Till,
exactly,
who never had.
You think we'd be talking about Colby Covington or Darren Till if they didn't run their mouth? Fuck no.
Probably not. They'd be I'd say we'd be talking about them, but they'd be at least one, probably two fights away from being in the positions that they're both in at the moment.
They'd be way further down the totem pole. Way further down.
And you know, it's a game, and we're gonna touch on that later. I have something to talk about if you've not seen it with Chael Sonnen.
Of course I haven't.
Talking about. Okay, this is to do with Chael Sonnen and Colby Covington, so we'll get back on that when we talk about the news. But let's talk about this fight some. What did you think about the fight?
Man, I was very impressed by Edwards?
Leon Rocky Edwards.
I mean, he straight up rocked Cerrone like early in the first round. Did you see how bad Cerrone's face was busted up?
Yeah, man, he caught him on his bone. On the corner of his eye.
He caught him bad.
Did you see what Cerrone said about that after the fight?
I didn't actually watch the post-fight.
I don't know if it was on the post-fight, but I read in an article later that Cerrone said, you know, he cut me and the blood wasn't in my eye. It was on the side of my eye. So, you know, I wasn't having to deal with it, you know, getting in my eye the whole fight. But the strange thing, and it was kind of sick, is that I saw the blood and it kind of turned me on, and I was like, okay, motherfucker, let's go.
That's fantastic.
I feel like he's been listening to the Savage MMA Show a little bit on that one.
That's Savage MMA Show right there for sure. But, like, I just think that he lost the fight by I think he already lost the fight before he even came into the fucking octagon.
And I think it was a fairly close fight, honestly.
Oh, it was a damn good fight. It was actually a really fun fight to watch. But I just think that Cerrone, if he would have been a lot more calm and a lot more relaxed, would have won the fucking fight.
Yeah, so I think that was Edwards ranked in the top 10 right on the outside, but I think both of these guys were both
extremely close to the top 10. Like I think he was 9 maybe or 8.
I don't think this fight really earns him that much.
I mean, no, not really. He'll have to find another guy like on the Cerrone.
Because Cerrone's been so up and down.
True.
I think that's the last time we probably see Cerrone fight at 170.
Yeah, you think he's going to go back down to lightweight?
Yeah, he just doesn't have the KO power that he has at 55.
He fights so much better at lightweight, I think.
He does. I feel like
more of his natural weight.
He stays so lean. I don't know what his weight was here, but I feel like most of the time when he fights at middleweight, he weighs in at 165, 166.
Yeah, he's got to be the smaller fighter most of the time.
I don't even think he cuts weight at middleweight.
Wow. I'm saying that's a bad thing.
Well, his lifestyle,
yeah, like you're right.
The way he lives, he stays pretty trim.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But his he just doesn't have that power, like you said. Like he just doesn't have that just standing knockout superpower like he does in the lightweight division.
All right, so let's move on and talk about some news. A big bombshell dropped earlier today. Well, kind of a bombshell, but everyone should have seen it coming. The big rig is done.
Oh.
Hanging it up.
All right. R.I.P.
Well, big rig got R.I.P'd a while ago.
Couple cheeseburgers.
You know,
a couple years ago.
Yeah, he's one of my all-time favorites for sure.
Yeah, he was one of mine too. I remember a lot of really fun fights from him.
Yeah, looking back on it, definitely that fight with GSP stands out.
Yep, absolutely.
He had a hell of a fight with Tyron Woodley at one point too.
He did. Yeah, he did.
I mean, there's been some really highlight reel fights for the big rig. I think it's probably best though. It's probably time to hang him up.
I'm glad that he actually stopped before it got just completely out of hand. And he's just like a human punching bag and just gets demolished every single fight. I'm glad it didn't come to that. I hope he doesn't like decide to be like, oh no, I'm not done, and then goes back to Bellator, and then it, ends up being like Rampage or something, just get full throttle destroyed every time he gets out there.
Yeah.
So I hope he just makes a smart decision and stays retired.
I hope so too. Now, speaking of dudes jumping to Bellator, you touched on this last week, I think, on the PFL podcast. Machida, I saw Gegard Mousasi commented on it earlier today. I think it was earlier today. But anyway, he said Machida left UFC because of USADA drug testing.
Huh. Wow. That's a good way to get bad blood right off the jump.
You know, we've talked about this a lot, though. Those Brazilians, man, it's like it's just in their culture. I don't know what the deal is.
I just think a lot of it has to do with they keep trying to stay at their peak, and they can't do it anymore. So I think they just basically are like, oh shit, we're aging now, so we gotta do something to fight this, and then they all just start doing the same shit. It's weird how like so many of them have been caught now. Like pretty much all of the phenoms. Phenom. That wasn't even a pun. But like all of those guys, man, they've all been caught at some point. It's just crazy to me. Like the whole damn country's on those.
Yeah, so that may be true, but man, we're going to do a lot of Bellator news here. We're going to stick heavy on Bellator. Did you see the fights that were announced?
Are you talking about the Grand Prix, the new Grand Prix?
We got a bunch of stuff to talk about here. Welterweight Grand Prix. We'll start in with that.
Let's start with that one.
So obviously Rory McDonald's the favorite.
Hell yeah, he is.
So we talked about this a few weeks ago. Rory McDonald wants to be
he wants to be a multiple champion.
He's fighting for the middleweight title. That was the other announcement.
Oh wow, who's middleweight champ? Mousasi, that's right. Oh yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah, because he's going to be fighting Mousasi for the middleweight title. And on the same card, one of your legendary favorites is back on the card.
Are you talking about September 29th?
September 29th, yeah.
The day after my birthday? Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw Wanderlei Silva and Rampage.
For the fourth time.
Yeah, last week on the CFL podcast, I said, man, if this was 15 years ago, I would have been amped. But since it's not so much. Yeah, so Mousasi versus McDonald for the middleweight title is the main event on that card. The main card. Is that going to be a pay-per-view or is that going to be a live show? A free show?
It says streaming live, so.
Awesome. I mean, I'm watching that one no matter what. Even if it is a pay-per-view, I'll pay for that. Like, I want to see Rory.
Actually, looking at this, I think it's on that. Did you see the more Bellator news here? Did you see the deal they came to?
I did not.
They have reached a deal with DAZN, DAZN, DAZN.
Oh, I did see that. I just didn't know what the hell
for streaming. So,
what is DAZN?
I don't. It's some streaming platform they have with some boxing contracts on there already. But what we're going to get, I don't have all the particulars. We'll jump into this more on the Friday show after I've had time to look at it.
Okay.
But it sounded like there's going to be a number of exclusive events on DAZN.
Huh.
And also, with DAZN, what you're going to get is the fight cards that are international cards that are tape delayed here. Like we had one recently, and there's one coming up in Rome. These ones that get tape delayed, you'll still get the tape delay on Paramount, but you can watch it live on DAZN.
Okay. I kind of like that.
I don't know what the subscription cost to DAZN is going to be.
Well, if they're trying to keep up with the UFC, it'll probably be like, what, $9.99 probably?
I don't know if they'll charge that much for it, but yeah, right now the promotional poster for the September 29th card says streaming live on DAZN. It doesn't have Paramount Network listed.
Okay.
We'll see.
Whatever.
That's still a good ways away. We're going to watch that though for sure.
Oh, 100%.
So the welterweight, they've not. You're going to like this one. They've not dropped any names on that yet.
Oh, I heard actually a couple.
Well, they've not actually invited anybody, but they've thrown some names out. Who have you got?
Yeah, I've heard some names. Obviously MVP.
Yeah.
For some reason, Paul Daly's going to get a shot, which kind of pisses me off. They said that I saw something that said that MVP and Paul Daly were going to fight on, I think, possibly the September 29th card.
Well, on the bottom of that card it says, and introducing the Welterweight World Grand Prix.
Yeah, so I think that's the introduction fight, is they're going to make Paul Daly and MVP fight each other.
The only thing I don't like about that
brawl.
Grand Prix is there is a champion in that division, and I don't like that Rory McDonald's going to have to defend his title through a Grand Prix.
Yeah, that kind of sucks, honestly, but I mean, I don't think he's going to bitch about it.
No, he's not the kind of guy to complain like that.
He's not the kind of that's going to make excuses. He's going to say, let's go.
And he said if he wins the middleweight title, he'll defend both, and he plans on fighting 4 times a year.
I'm just looking forward to watching MVP and Rory fight each other in the championship. Let's just go fast forward to that.
I'm going to throw somebody out there, and you're not going to like what I saw earlier today.
Oh, boy.
I saw Bellator tweeted out a picture of Dylan Dennis and said, what do you guys think about Dylan Dennis in the Welterweight Grand Prix?
God. Fuck that. No. No. Well, I mean, I'm already irritated about Paul Daly because after that bullshit showing that he showed last time, he doesn't even deserve to be in fucking Bellator anymore. They should have kicked his ass out.
Yeah. I'm going to assume that...
who's all in this welterweight class? Like, I know it's loaded. Like, it's a pretty damn good stacked Bellator welterweight class. Like, who are we thinking is going to be in the...
I'm not sure. I'm going to assume, though, that... I forgot who I was going to say. No, I'm going to assume that Neiman Gracie is going to be in this.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask. Is Neiman Gracie going to be in this?
Yeah, I would assume so.
Well, let's put Neiman Gracie and Dennis against each other because I don't know if you heard me last week. They basically have been shit talking each other.
Yeah, I've been following that along. They've been talking shit for a little while now.
Yeah, I mean, Dennis keeps calling out dudes that are completely impossible for him to fight. Like, he's talking about fighting guys that are retired, talking about guys that are fighting that aren't even in Bellator, guys that are in UFC. Like, what the fuck are you thinking?
I did see, who was it? Oh, I did see that they said that they would consider putting Ed Ruth in this thing. I think that's a good move. Absolutely, that's a good move. I believe he's fighting this weekend, isn't he? Yep. Yeah, and he's not even on the main card. We'll touch why? We'll touch on that when we get into it. John Fitch is a welterweight. Yeah, he deserves to be. See, that's my thing. Like, if they let Paul Daly in and don't let Fitch in, I think that's bullshit because Fitch beat Paul Daly. Neiman Gracie welterweight. I'm sure we'll see both of those guys in there. Why not? Let's throw Royce Gracie in this thing. I mean, let's get it. I want to see this. Yeah, I'm sure Neiman Gracie. They have to put him in there. Yeah, so it starts. I believe it starts September 29th. The same card as the Rory and the Rampage and Wanderlei. Oh, I think that's. I would almost assume that Andre Korshkov's in there also. Yes, I think I saw his name thrown around in it. Yeah, that would make sense. We've also got Lorenz Larkin. They're a damn good welterweight. Damn good welterweight. Douglas Lima, of course, that just lost the title. Lima has to be in it. Yeah, man, that could turn out to be a hell of a. That might actually be like top. That's top to bottom, way more like better. It's just better than the heavyweight Grand Prix. Oh, for sure. There's so much more talent on that one. Like, they were grasping at straws with the fucking heavyweight Grand Prix. Some of the fuckers they let in there, it's just like... Yeah, it was questionable. And I've also seen... I saw something that Linton Vassell said, who should I fight at heavyweight? So maybe he's coming to take on some heavyweights. I saw that, too. I think he's actually going to move up in weight class. Shout out to Linton Vassell, by the way. Oh, for sure. Caveman David Rickles, I don't think he'll be fighting again.
I think he might be done because his face is melted.
We could see Patricky Pitbull move up a weight class to fight in this Grand Prix. That wouldn't surprise me.
No, not at all.
All right, so we'll just stick with that for the news today, and we'll cover the other news on the... Baby Slice is a welterweight also, by the way.
Oh, we got to throw him in there.
I don't know if he's ready.
Yeah, he might not be, but, I mean, if Danis gets in, I think he should get in.
Yeah, I agree on that.
I mean, if we're throwing Danis in, I think anyone deserves to be in it.
Yeah, we'll cover the rest of. We'll cover some more news on Friday. We'll just stick with that. Bellator was
we have
pretty
plenty
loaded.
of time to get to the fucking welterweight. Welterweight Grand Prix is ways away, so we don't really have to get into that too deep so far.
Not right now. Yeah, I mean we'll cover that in depth.
Do we want to go over the fight card this weekend?
Yeah, we'll jump into it, and actually we'll jump back to the prelims.
Yeah, we'll talk about that for a minute.
There's a couple. Hold on, I'm on the wrong. I got to be on the wrong card. There's too many dudes on this.
I believe the main event was McFarland and...
Holy shit. Hold on a minute. There are 3 good fights on the prelims, actually, this time. 4. We have
the prelims are pretty good.
We have an undefeated Jordan Young versus Jamal Pogues. I don't know Pogues, but Jordan Young's look pretty solid. Andy Murray versus Ed Ruth. We all know Ed Ruth's a monster.
I'm at a loss for why Ed Ruth didn't get on the main card.
But yeah, and there's two more fights on here that I have the same question about. Maybe they stacked this card too deep, but there's at least one fight on the main card that could come off for these. So
no
I don't know much about Andy Murray. He's 16-2.
Wow.
So
he's obviously a solid record.
I mean, he's not an amateur.
No.
But Ed Ruth, man. And this is Ed Ruth's first fight at welterweight. Remember that, too.
Yeah, that's probably why they didn't put him on the main card. They don't know what you're going to get.
He dropped... Yeah, he dropped down.
Yeah, dropped down in weight class.
Because he wasn't even coming close to hitting the weight.
No.
So Andy Murray's name is the Tooth Fairy.
He's going to be an absolute problem. I'm assuming because he knocks people's teeth out.
I'm going to guess.
We'll go with that.
Well, he has, of his 15 wins, they're pretty evenly distributed. He's got 4 TKOs, 5 submissions, 6 decisions.
Wow, he's a balanced fighter.
I don't recognize any names that he's fought.
No.
Not a single one.
So what was the other fight on the prelims?
I do recognize one. His loss is to Ricky Rainey.
Okay, yeah.
And Ricky Rainey is the dude that looks like John Jones' little brother.
Yeah, he does.
So, okay. So, yeah, he's fighting Ed Ruth. Well, I mean, obviously I'm going to take Ed Ruth. Also, we have another undefeated welterweight, Joey Davis, fighting Craig Plaskett. I don't know who Craig Plaskett is. Bellator doesn't know who Craig Plaskett is. He doesn't have a picture.
Anytime a guy doesn't have a picture, it always gives me pause. And I can't ever pick a guy without a picture because you've got no fucking picture. Like, I can't pick you.
Yeah, well, Joey Davis is from Compton, and he's undefeated.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Joey Davis on just the sole fact that he's from Compton. Wouldn't even have to tell me anything else. He's got this shit in the bag.
Yeah, I like him.
Man, the prelims are damn good.
Yeah, and then the main fight on the prelims, a heavyweight battle between undefeated Tyrell Fortune and Giovanni Sarin. Tyrell Fortune's a fucking animal.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, he got a couple knockouts here recently. We've seen him fight. I don't know. I feel like all of his fights are in Bellator. I feel like I've seen all of his fights.
Yeah, I think we both have.
And
obviously, we're picking Ruth, Davis.
Yeah, the thing about Tyrell Fortune that's interesting is he has a couple 2 wins via knockout.
Yeah.
Tyrell Fortune was on the U.S. national wrestling team.
Yep.
So he's got chops all around.
Yeah, he's a balanced fighter.
All right, so there's only 4 fights on the main card.
Yeah, let's jump into it.
So maybe there's not any real. There's one fight that's questionable that's only here for name value, but we'll get to that.
Right.
We got Juan Archuleta versus Robbie Peralta. Robbie Peralta has no picture. And
damn it, no picture again.
Juan Archuleta's been on a roll. Who did he fight last?
Yeah.
William Joplin.
Yeah.
And he fucked William Joplin up bad.
Yeah, he did. Archuleta demolished him.
I think that was his. Actually, from on here, that says that was his only fight in Bellator.
Yeah, that was his first fight. That was his debut. He absolutely wrecked.
Man, he wrecked that little bald-headed fucker. I remember watching that fight, and we were both impressed by Juan Archuleta.
Very impressive. Yeah, we were like, damn, he's legit.
So obviously,
obviously,
I'm picking Juan Archuleta here.
I'm picking Juan Archuleta as well. So on to the next.
So the next fight, it could get interesting, but I think I know what we're both going to end up picking here. We have Valerie Letourneau, who's had a lot of fights. We've seen her fight quite a few times over in UFC, and now she's in Bellator.
Yep.
She's fighting Christina Williams.
Yeah.
And I've not seen anybody that's even slowed down Christina Williams.
No,
she only has the 2 fights, but
they were both extremely impressive.
Heather Hardy, she beat Heather Hardy bloody. That's iconic. I mean, that's got to be the most famous pictures of Heather Hardy is just her face covered in fucking blood.
She wrecked Heather Hardy.
And then Emily Ducote, she didn't finish that fight, I don't think.
No.
But she completely dominated that fight.
Yeah. Ducote's also supposed to be one of the
she's one of the upper echelon.
And she got absolutely steamrolled, so yeah.
Well, Valerie Letourneau's her only fight in Bellator, she beat Kate Jackson. Kate Jackson looked pretty solid in her last fight, too. She dominated, who was it she fought? Can't remember off the top of my head. Anastasia Yankova. But, yeah, she dominated her like a fucking bulldog. Took her to the ground and just annihilated her. But, yeah, who are you going to pick in this one?
I think you already know who I'm picking. I'm picking the same girl that you're going to pick.
Oh, yeah, there's only one option here, and it's Christina Williams.
Yeah, I mean, Christina Williams, absolutely.
I've not seen the betting line on this one, but
I'm sure it's pretty high.
I'm sure it's pretty high.
There's probably a pretty heavy favorite on this one.
So, the next fight, in my opinion, should not be here.
Yeah.
It's the co-main event, and who knows why.
What is this one again?
Syed Awad versus Ryan Couture.
Now, is this Randy Couture's son?
It is.
Okay, well, that's why.
And he had a run in UFC. It didn't last very long. He got KO'd by Ally Quinta. I think that was his last fight, probably, in UFC that I can remember.
Ally Quinta's going to get slapped on here in a couple of short, months?
We'll see about that. Who's he fighting?
Yeah, he's fighting our boy. Fighting Gaethje.
Ooh, yeah.
He's running his mouth off about Gaethje, too.
That should be a hell of a fight. So,
yeah, it's going to be a fun one.
Couture's coming off a win. Before that, he took 3 straight losses to Nick Gonzalez, Patricky Pitbull, and Gordy Yamuchi. So,
pretty damn good people he lost to, though.
Yeah, those are pretty solid. Syed Awad's 22-9. I don't remember who it was, but his last fight got canceled. He pulled out of it.
You're telling me they couldn't have moved this fight for Ed Ruth? Like, come on, guys.
Or Tyrell Fortune, for that matter.
Yeah, either. Or you take your pick. Take your pick. Like, this one probably just doesn't belong.
I'm going to pick Syed Awad.
Yeah, I'm going with the same. Usually, you and I pick the same damn Bellator guys every single time. It seems like it's always the way it goes. I'm picking the same. 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 What's the next? Is the next one the main event?
Yep, the next one is the main event.
Okay. Is it the title fight?
Yeah, it is. Emiddle McFarlane is defending her title against Alejandra Lara.
Nice.
So, man, this is a big couple weeks here for Hawaiian MMA.
Yeah. I wonder, does she train with the Holloway? I bet she does.
I don't know if she does, but she's a native Hawaiian, too.
Yeah, I'm sure she does.
It has her listed on here, San Diego, California, but...
Huh, well, that might change things.
But she's Hawaiian. She's native Hawaiian. Undefeated. She won the title off... well, she's the only person that's ever had this title. She won it in the inaugural fight versus Emily Ducote.
Yeah. And Ducote getting beat up on this podcast. Taking some losses.
Taking some L's. Lara has one loss only.
Yeah.
Well, she only has one fight in Bellator, and she won that.
Naturally.
I've only seen her fight in highlights, but I don't think Laura's got what it takes to beat Emiddle McFarlane.
No, and still McFarlane.
I think so. I think by second round.
Just looks like a monster to me.
Yeah, I'm taking second round submission.
Yeah, I think you're right on that.
Well, man,
I might not even make it out of the first. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, it could get interesting. I don't know. Just McFarlane's good, and she seems like she's really focused right now.
McFarlane's she's just a beast. Like, there's really no other way to put it.
She's not. There's a reason she's headlining this card.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, she deserves it. I'm not trying to knock her off the
no,
podium. She deserves to be.
All in all, I'm surprised by how deep this Bellator card is.
Man, buckle up, man. It's gonna be a good one. Where's this one gonna be at?
That I don't know. Let me look back.
I hope it's gonna be live. I just hope it's not in fucking Bangladesh.
It's in California.
Okay, good.
At the Pachanga Resort and Casino in Temecula, California.
They have the weirdest venues.
Prelims are at 7:30. They're on. You have to stream them online. They're not on TV. I don't.
Bellator's the kind of fucking place that they could have fucking Harris Cherry Casino could be a fucking venue. This is so fucking random, bro.
I wish they would, man. We'd be there.
Oh, we'd be there, 100%.
I feel like they're on the uptick right now, though, pretty strong. We've been talking about it for a while, but I've read several articles talking about
Bellator
lately, and we know
they got a lot of talent on that damn roster now. It's getting very legit.
And off the top of my head, I can name 3 or 4 guys that are headed to Bellator. It's pretty safe to say that Ally Quint is headed to Bellator.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. As soon as he takes that loss, he's probably going to be on his way.
Pretty safe to say that James Vick's headed to Bellator.
And Vick's fed up with the UFC.
I'd be willing to say that Alistair Overeem's headed to Bellator.
And man, if all those guys go over there, that really, really boosts Bellator's value even more so. Especially James Vick. James Vick would be a nightmare if he came to Bellator. And
I wouldn't be shocked to see a guy like OSP go to Bellator.
No, not at all.
Some of these guys, we're going to start seeing them come over that are the second, third ranked guys that just can't get to the top, seem to get to the top in UFC. There's no shame in them coming over to Bellator.
Absolutely not.
If you want to be the champ, you got to go where it's at, and Bellator's dishing out the money to make it happen.
And if you're not getting the opportunities because you have a favoritism boss, hey, jump ship to a place that actually gives a shit about you,
Yeah, and we've seen that.
We've seen it all the time.
But I guess Friday we'll start breaking down the card for next weekend, maybe. Maybe not breaking it. We'll start looking into it because we're gonna be tuned in on that all the way, at least from the prelims, maybe from the early prelims.
Yeah, I'm loving the I'm loving the PFL too.
It's going to be a long night of fighting. No PFL this week, right?
No PFL.
It's
We have to wait.
every
Jake
other
Shields
week.
is going to be the main event on.
Ooh, really?
The next. Yeah. He's I can't remember what weight. I didn't want to say middleweight, but Jake Shields is going to be on the main. He's the main event.
So who's been the most impressive to you so far in PFL? Anyone? I watched the first card also, by the way.
It was Foster, absolutely. Like that, Najim and Foster, that fight had me just absolutely losing my mind. I thought that was just such an impressive fight.
It's kind of random, but the most impressive person to me has been Kayla Harrison.
Yeah, she was going to be my second choice. Kayla Harrison is a savage, and every woman should be on notice because she's a problem.
Get her a few more fights, get a few more fights under her belt, and then set that Cyborg fight up, baby.
She's legit, yeah, absolutely, and that's not a joke. Like honestly, with some of the people that Cyborg, the women that Cyborg has actually fought in the UFC, Kayla Harrison would be a massive upgrade.
Well, yeah, I mean that was her first.
You remember
fight,
Tanya Evinger?
Oh God, that was awful.
That was the worst. That was one of the worst displays. I mean, they fought. It was Tanya Evinger. Like Tanya Evinger's a beast back in the day, but they had her fighting like way past her prime against Cyborg in her prime. Just no.
Yeah, we're gonna be busy for sure next week.
Oh hell yeah, we're gonna be busy for the next couple of weeks.
We got PFL. We're gonna have this Bellator card to break down the action from this weekend. Then we have 2 UFC cards next week.
We have 2 UFC cards?
Yeah, you forget,
Holy
man.
Shit.
It's fight week, man. The Ultimate Fighter finale is always on Friday night.
Oh damn! Yeah, you're right.
That's Brad Tavares versus Israel Adesanya.
Oh shit!
It's the main event on that one.
Yeah, and then all the fights, all the fighters from the show, right?
Yep.
Oh wow! Yeah. All right. Yeah, we're definitely going to cover that.
So we got a lot to jump into next week. But we'll be back Friday, and we'll break down some more news. There's a lot of news out there right now, so we got a lot of stuff to cover.
We got too much news and not enough time.
All right, so we'll come back Friday, and we'll have a special thing going Friday too. We won't spoil that right now. We'll just get into it then. So
no spoilers.
Yeah, we'll just until we see you guys Friday. Stay savage.
Stay savage, motherfuckers.
You can catch us on anywhere. We're on YouTube. You can catch us MMApodcast.com.
Anywhere.
I don't know. Podbean, Google Play, iTunes.
All of them.
Yeah.
Do we have Spotify yet?
No, we're still hating.
Spotify, what?
We're still hating on Spotify. We can't. They want to prove us. I don't know why.
Too savage. We need to get back on that. Let's see. We got some Instagram. I'm savage_Emiddle. Don't ask me.
Bart,
I don't know off the top of my head, man. I'm so new to this shit.
Bart, I think
Social
he's
media
like
is not my thing.
Savage MMA Show _Bart, maybe.
Well, like shit.
That sounds right.
Your guess is as good as mine. You know what? We'll go with that. That sounds perfect to me.
We'll go with it for now. We're on Twitter. We'll be doing live tweeting for all these fights that are coming up.
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure.
And I guess that's it for now. We'll see you guys Friday. So until Friday, stay savage, motherfuckers.
Stay savage.